Hi. Hello, everybody. I think I finally got everybody on one accord. How you doing? We are live on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So hello, everybody. Check out my lighting. I'm so excited. I have new lighting, and now you can see me in full color. Yes. All right, guys. So while I am sharing this video, I want to welcome you to Textures Hair Care LLC. I am Ashley Ford, the creator and stylist of Textures, as well as Pure Healthy Hair Products. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and share our video here so that we can get some party people going, because today our topic is very important and near and dear to my heart. And so I want to make sure that we are all in accordance. So give me 1 second and I'm going to go ahead and share it. Make sure that you share it with some people as well. Hey, everybody. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Disguised today. All right, well, hopefully some people will join us. They can always catch the replay. Make sure that you share this with everyone that you know, especially those who have recently had bad salon experiences. So today we are going to discuss bad salon experiences for both the stylist and the customer. But we're going to focus more on the client, because as a stylist, I always like to hear some of your testimonies and make sure that it's kind of a what not to do for myself, especially for me building some of the things that I've seen, the things that I've heard. One of my biggest pet peeves, and this also happens to be a big pet peeve of a lot of clients. So I'm going to start off with that, and then I'm going to give you some testimonies. And if you're on here live with me, I thank you. If you have some that you would like to share, go ahead and do so. I actually, okay, had to adjust Instagram because I could not see you guys. Okay. So one of the number one bad salon experiences is for stylists, it's called time management. For the client, it actually is just us respecting your time. And what I mean by that is you notice that, or have you noticed that if you've gone into a salon, your appointment was at 8, and then you still there at 2, but you haven't gotten your hair done? Yeah, that's a terrible thing. It's horrible. It looks bad on a stylist. It also doesn't help us to build our brand. The one thing that we should be doing at all times is building. And by that, it includes you, the client, because most of this is word of mouth. We can't be successful if we have wasted your entire Saturday. Your hair is cute, but you're mad. Your experience was horrible because you came to us to give you this wonderful hairdo, but you had to wait 8 hours to get it. You should never go to the salon and feel like you have worked a shift. If your appointment is at 8, you should be sitting in the chair at 8, or at least being serviced. The problem that I've seen a lot of times in the past is doing absolutely nothing. Nobody has shampooed their hair. Nobody has engaged with them other than, oh, I'll be with you in a second. A second turns into hours upon hours. And for us, it's up to us to know what we can manage, and know what styles you can do within an hour and or 2 hours. If you know that you had somebody come in at 7 and they're not going to be done until 8:30, then don't schedule someone at 8 unless you have a shampoo assistant who can assist, or a salon assistant who can assist the person walking in at 8, so that they don't feel like they're just sitting there idle time for that hour, or 30 minutes that it takes for you to get to them. That's probably the biggest pet peeve that I've seen people have. And it's important to, for you, the client, to walk out. I mean, I'm saying that to hold myself accountable as well, because it's not fair for me to just be like, "Oh, yeah, I'll get to you in a second. You want some coffee?" No, that's that's not fair. It's not fair for me to disrespect your time for clients to also respect the time of the stylist. Way The way our relationship works is a back and forth, and it's all, or call me and say, "Hey, I'm running late," then that's where the experience at the salon runs into where I'm just like, I'm put off. I I I as the stylist don't want to book you again for an appointment, and you probably don't want to book me again for an appointment because I decided to sit there and eat my breakfast when you walked in. We have to be respectful of each other's time. And that's probably the one thing that is, it creates the worst salon experience ever. And I know that a lot of you can relate to that. If you're not on time for the appointment, it's disrespectful. Another thing that happens, and I actually have an example of this, is when you tell the stylist, you, the client, tell the stylist that you want something done, um, and they themselves may not necessarily recognize that they're not capable of doing that particular thing. And unfortunately, in our business, there's a lot of arrogant stylists. And they're like, there's nothing I can't do. I know how to do everything. No, you don't. And if you did, you would probably be the richest hairstylist on the face of the planet. No one knows how to do everything to the best of their ability, which is why people typically ask you, well, what do you specialize in? I myself specialize in natural hair. That is my passion. That is my thing. So I'm better at natural hair than I am maybe like pixie cuts. I can do them. Doesn't mean that I can't, but I'm not a rock star at that. That's not my thing. And so, in order to really be successful in this business, you have to, first of all, be honest. If somebody says, can you do, I don't know, let's take false locks, for example, and you know you've probably only done them once on your cousin and they didn't really look too good. The answer is, I've done them once. I'm not that great at it. The client respects your honesty, and then you probably will get a guinea pig. I've done that several times. The way in which I got really, really good at three strand twists was because some girl called me one day, and I had been thinking about practicing it, but never got a chance to do it myself. She called me because her friend was a client of mine and said, "Hey, I want this style." Well, instead of going, "Yeah, girl, I got you," I said, "Listen, that's not something that I'm good at. I wanted to practice it. And prior to you calling me, I haven't. So I would love to practice on you. Give me a couple of weeks." 'Cause I'm the type of person, if I watch a couple of videos or I really practice at it, I can get it. So I wanted to give myself a few days. I think I gave her a week in between the time that she called me and when she actually came for her appointment and was just like, let me practice. And then that way, when you come, you're still my guinea pig because I'm practicing on a mannequin versus real hair. There's a total difference. And once I feel like I'm good, or, then the next time you come and you ask for that, then I'll charge you full price. I didn't charge her full price for that. I actually told her, look, I'm going to actually charge you for a shampoo and a deep condition and like an hour's worth of service. Now, um, it actually took me 2.5 hours to do her hair. So I didn't charge her for the full time because I'm like, well, I don't, this isn't my thing. And so I don't know if it came out. Now, I'm a great practicer and I'm a great learner, fast learner. So it came out awesome. But I didn't know that going into it. So my point is that another reason why people have bad salon experiences is because stylists aren't being 100. Like, keep it real with me. If you don't know what you're doing, say it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. We unfortunately are people who want to know everything. And it's like, I want to sit and tell you, I know. I know how to do that. I know this. I know. What do you gain from that when you really have to sit and prove it and it's not right? I'm not paying you full price. If I'm the client for that, I look a mess. And you, as the client, need to hold the stylist, us, accountable for things like that. Don't pay full price and then go blast on Facebook and social media, which I've seen people do. Tell them up front, this ain't right and I'm not paying for it. It's okay, especially because first of all, it's your hair, it's your money, it's your time. And someone sat there and told you what they knew how to do when they really didn't know how to do that. It's not fair. So I'm gonna pay you for the shampoo, the condition, and a little bit of your time. I'm not paying for the style because this is not what I asked for. And it's okay to say that. I have had someone tell me that. I have told someone that. To me, they're going to be mad. Their ego's going to be bruised because we all, like I said, are arrogant and we want to be right the first time. But it's up to you, the client, to hold us accountable. And it's up to us to humble ourselves and say, you know what, I could have did that better. I probably should have told you the truth. I've never done that before. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So those are my two, but I want to read you guys some testimonies of some bad experiences and then talk through what should have been done on the client side and on the stylist side. So the first one is from a client. She said she was new to the area and that she went on the website to try to find a stylist. Well, she called, this is the same thing. She called she went on the website first to look at the pictures and called and made an appointment based on the pictures. She didn't call to talk to the person to see if they actually knew how to do that style. She went based on their pictures. Well, she later found out that those pictures were stock photos. Now, this is where we as stylists get in trouble because I don't now, but I have in the past put stock photos on like my Instagram and my Facebook page. But I've put, this is not my work. You have to let people know this is not my work. I just admire the photo. Especially if you don't know how to do that particular style. And in this case, the girl didn't really know how to properly do that style. So she got this hair that wasn't what she asked for. And it wasn't like the picture of what I saw on your page that I actually thought was bomb. Terrible. Okay, the next one is The client waits an hour for her regular stylist. Now, I'm going to stop right there because I don't know in this particular instance if someone actually greeted her. So I'm not sure if maybe they told were like constantly updating her on like what the person was doing, but it says she waited an hour only to find out that her regular stylist is not available today. Why should I have to wait an hour to find that out? That's one thing. Then the manager felt bad. He went and said, "You know what? I got somebody else for you." So she is like, "Okay, well, she's trusting the manager." And now remember, people, and I want you all to remember that just because they have a title doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. That's with everything, okay? And don't ever let anybody tell you, "Oh, I've been doing this for 20 years." It does not mean that you know what you're doing. Um, so this guy is somebody that was appointed. She's trusting of the manager to give her to someone else that can do her hair. Now, she went in for a trim, and it says she only wanted 1 to 1.5 inches cut off of her hair. Her hair was down to her butt. And this is, you have those clients sometimes that they just love that long, flowy, like hippie, straight hair. They don't want to do anything to it. They're not looking to cut it. They don't want bangs. They don't want anything but just a part in the middle with long hair. And you're going to run into that. There are some people that want to show folks that they don't need any wig. Hey, if I had it, I would do the same. So she only wanted 1 to 1.5 inches cut off. Well, this guy, I'm laughing at the situation because it's appalling. He said to himself, "I don't care what she wants. I'm going to do what I want," and cut her hair here to collarbone length. First of all, this has happened to me. And so reading it, I'm like infuriated because I'm just like, are you kidding me? First of all, it's my hair. It is your hair as the client. No one should decide what they're going to do with your hair without consulting you. Now, I have made a decision for certain clients where they have had like breakage and they asked for like a hairstyle that was not going to serve them any good. But we had a conversation about it because again, it's your hair. You're paying me to manage your hair. So he should have had a conversation with her before you just decided to when I'm expecting you to be here with the scissors, you up here. That's number one. And if you, as the client, you can hear shears, good shears that are, you can hear that snip. If you even see someone here and they should be here, wait, move out of the way. It's okay to even jump out the chair. No, no, I'm not going to sit and take it. And you shouldn't have to sit and take it. Get up. And stylists, it's very important for us to stop being arrogant. Stop thinking you know everything um, that your client wants. It's your job to learn what they want, and it's your job to give them a variation of what they want because sometimes you can't really give them everything that they want because it's not healthy for their hair. If you really care about healthy hair, if you don't, then hey, do you. But if you're really there for the client and you really want to be that person, then you need to be able to communicate and numb down your thoughts because I always think like, well, not always, but for the most part, especially with new people, before I see your hair, let's have a consultation. Like if we're on the phone and I'm talking to you and you tell me you want something, I'm not just gonna book that particular thing. I always ask for a picture. Send me a picture of your hair, not the picture of the style that you want. You can send me that too, but send me a picture of your hair because I want to see. I don't want to just say, and then if you tell me, oh yeah, I've had some breakage, but you want something that's going to have like spritz or something in it or some type of gel, we're not doing that. I'm not going to do it. Patient is on the line. And so if that client leaves, they're going to tell someone that you did their hair. I don't want you to tell anybody that I did your hair if I jacked you up. No, that's crazy. I can't build my brand from that. So, okay, we're going to do the last one and I'm going to get off of here because I feel like this video is getting a little long. Um, the next one was the client noticed that there were products that were being used prior to uh, the stylist moving. So the stylist moved to a new salon and there were products that were being used prior to her moving, and then she switched. But she switched and didn't say anything. And so then the client noticed that her scalp was irritated, itchy, and just a mess. Flaky. She just started experiencing things she'd never been experiencing before. And she had been going to this person for years. And she said that she told the stylist that this was going on, and a few people had complained about the products being different and that their scalp was like really itchy and irritated. And she got upset. She got upset and was not receptive to what was being told to her because the suggestion was, well, can I bring my own products? I'm going to stop there and say that it's okay if you want, first of all, there are people with psoriasis, there are people that have sensitive scalps. So, what I may use, and even though I don't use the same thing on everybody, but what I may use may be irritating to some. Y- You don't know. And so, therefore, you getting upset that I want to bring my own or want to go back to finding what worked for me is a problem. And it creates a bad experience for the client because now I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to where I know they're gonna use what works on my hair, and then you lose a client. So as stylists, you need to be receptive to the client, and then as the client, you have to speak up. If it irritates you, say it right then and there. Especially if you experience it like in the chair, please, by all means, speak up. It's your hair. You're paying for this service, and I think that's the part that people fail to realize and understand because they're afraid. Why? You can give your debit card to somebody if you don't like what you're getting. If you bought something from Amazon and it came broken, you don't want to pay for it anymore. It's the same thing. Just because a person's in front of you, it doesn't mean that you should be afraid. The same thing for stylists. We need to listen to our clients. In order to build in this industry, we need to be listening and watching and making sure that our behavior reflects good business properties. I mean, or good, basically, it helps to create good experiences. That's what I'm trying to say. So that when that client leaves, she's going to go tell her friends, and then maybe you get two more clients. Not that client leaves and she goes and tells everybody that you jacked up her hair. And now you've got people who may have been friends with her are now leaving. We have to think about it. So I thank you guys so much. This was an awesome hair talk, and it's something I'm so passionate about because I just watch people. I've worked in a few salons now, and I just watch people and go, what not to do 101. Seriously, because I can't with some of the business practices some of these salons and stylists have. It's not fair to the client. And if we want to create good experiences, we have to do better. Same with you clients. In order for us to um, give you what you need, you have to tell us what you want. and make sure that you're honest and don't say you like a style and you really don't, and then go on Facebook and blast me or any one of my comrades who are stylists. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. But today was a great hair talk. I hope that you share this video with one of your friends or someone YouTube channel. And also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It has been real, guys. Have a good one.